Hello everyone! And welcome back to Danganronpa! This will probably be the last episode of Sakura's trial, so let's get into it! Where did you find it? The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals. And that's where the poison came from? Section C? Well, that's the question, isn't it? The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. It was on the same shelf as all the supplements, I'm positive. Oh. A, B, C, A? It was A! I remembered! The poison was actually in section A, wasn't it? Huh? But you just said that section A was for supplements or whatever. Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives? Yeah, so why? Because the culprit switched it out. That's why. What do you mean? I mean this. Oh wow! I can't believe my eyes! Byakuya, what are you drinking? Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and... Huh? Master? We were so shocked at what we were all seeing. All we could do was stand there and watch. He's got a plan. He's not gonna poison himself, right? But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever. Whoa. Ugh. That tastes awful. Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder, it'll stick to your throat! Idiot, he just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit out! The flavor certainly makes me want to spit out. What's so high quality about this stuff? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the protein, of course. Protein? Can I see that bottle for a second? Ah, sure. Do whatever you like. Kyuko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue. Well, the protein powder's in there. It's protein powder. Huh? Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes me wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go? The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be? Oh! Sakura's protein bottle was poisoned, so she was poisoned. Protein bottle, right? What? Oh, that's not protein bottle. What is that? What is that word? Protein. Oh, drink. Okay, I got it. Don't worry, guys. I got it. I got it. We need an N. Where's the N? There was an N, but I wasn't fast enough. N. There we go. Protein drink. Yay! It's like Jeopardy! The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume that the reverse is true, right? Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison. Holy crap! All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself. Something at the scene? A protein drink! Yeah! So you're saying they gave her a protein drink, right? A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison. What? That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death. You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing. But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures. Who do you guys think it is? I know someone is on the trail of this case. I saw you in the comments. For real? Who was it? Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see. The evidence that shows who switched them, it must be what we found in front of the shelf. It's the footprints! It's the footprints. Where's the footprints? Where's the footprints? There they are! It's the last piece of evidence! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. Yep. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it? I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and the protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. Uh-oh. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who... Oh, so you don't know exactly who it is. It was me. Oh, no! The footprints. They're mine. Hina! Hina? Hina, I'm so sad! I remembered that was her in the beginning, but then when all the evidence came out with every other person, I was like, wait, is Hina the killer? I was like, I'm pretty sure she was, but I forgot. But yeah, Hina's the killer. If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know? Then, Ogre's killer was... Yep. I did it! I killed Sakura! Ooh, just as I suspected. I feel like you'd say that either way, Byakuya. Man! The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are... Sneakers, huh? The only two people wearing sneakers here is Makoto and Hina. That's why you checked Makoto's foot. Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya, that explains why you checked your foot. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility. Just Hina! Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you? Aw, man. I can't believe it. What about it can't you believe? Well, it's just, the two of them were so close. That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim and tried to deceive all of us. Man! I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme. Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that? Oh no. I found her there in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden. Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture. And then she downed it, all at once. And then... Hold it. I'm not convinced. You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself. You say that, but I'm still not convinced. How many times do you plan to repeat yourself? Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced. Are you talking about the locked room problem? Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room? Well... That doesn't matter! Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything? No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me. Surely you're not. Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her? And if I do? Impossible! She switched out the mixtures! She's the culprit! There's no way you can doubt this! Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit. What doesn't fit? I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious. Too easy. He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you. Wait, what's going on? Wait, what's happening? I thought Hina was the killer. I'm so confused. I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint. You didn't notice? Yeah, that's how it was. What can I do? Listen, Hina, could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein. How come? That doesn't matter! Hina, please. I'd like to know too. Fine! Waste your time if you'd like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it. Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab. Well... right away I went to Section C and got the poison. And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf? Yeah, when I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot. I see. Okay then, go on. So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out, and that's it. That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison, then you moved to Section A to get the protein, right? But there was no footprints leading from Section C to Section A, it was just Section A and gone. Meaning, you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct? Yeah. But if that's true, isn't that a little strange? Can you repeat that series of events one more time? What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy. It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied? How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Whoa! So, did Hina do it or not? Now I sound like a silly. Now I sound like, oh yeah, I knew the whole time. But now I'm just like, what? What? But I do have another detail that I remember. First I went to Section C, and that's where I grabbed the poison. And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf. Yeah, that's when I grabbed the bottle and dropped it. Okay, and then? I moved from Section C to Section A, and that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it. Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this? In the chem lab, where were the footprints and what direction were they facing? Those facts clearly contradict what Hina just told us. I need a new bullet. Footprints? Do I need to say footprints or source of the powder? I think I need to say footprints. Okay, she moved from Section C to Section A. Contradict. Oh no, I missed! Was that why I needed to contradict? Do I need to contradict this? Nope. Did I say something strange? But I'm not lying, I swear! No, Hina! Oh, footprints. Footprints still. Okay, she grabbed the poison. I think it's this one I need to contradict. Yeah, there we go. That's wrong! You're lying, Hina. Why are you lying? Huh? You said you went to get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right? Yeah? What about it? And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But there was no footprints. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said. What? Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements? No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said? I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint. Huh? What the? Hina, what's the meaning of all this? Well... You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A. Well, you see... What the hell? What's going on here? Oh wow, Byakuya is shocked! And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Actually, I think I know what's happening. I accidentally said something earlier, a few episodes ago, that I probably shouldn't have said. What? Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence. New evidence? Impossible! There can't be! Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me. I did? It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you of all people would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight. Oh, he's pissed! Just say it already! What is it you think you found? I found this. Huh? A piece of glass? It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed thanks to you ingesting the powder. A broken piece of glass? I couldn't have solved the mystery without you, so thank you for that. But what is it? Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it? I have no idea! Huh? Me? Oh wait. that would be glass from the mirror, right? Wait, it's the same type of glass as the one from the, not mirror, window. So, I don't know. Byakuya is like, what's going on? Fine, if you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass. That shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something this same shade of blue as the rec room window. But how does that make sense? It's per the window from the rec room door, right? The window? But how'd that get in the bottle? I'm so confused! The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it. You're right, it must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison? That's what I'm wondering. What's so strange about that? That means that Sakura didn't drink it until we broke the window. Or after we broke the window. What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us, where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? What? That sentence doesn't make sense. Where was it the bottle of poison should have been... Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? Oh, okay, now I understand. Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, it should have been section C? A! A! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle. And everything Hina told us was a lie? In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle. And then, once the room was open, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Oh, so that means she went in after the powder was spilled and after the bottle was taken out. So she just put it back. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died. Wait, hold on, you're moving too fast! I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say that the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? Ah, this is where the connection I made before comes in. This is my prior knowledge from the anime. If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned? You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here. Huh? It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that? What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question? Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability. Well, no, not that I remember. Yeah, me either. Not me. Same here! Yeah, me either. Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened. Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know? Oh, Byakuya's gonna have a breakdown. He wants to know everything. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. What? What is going on anymore? I know what conclusion they're getting to. I'm just not sure how they are approaching that conclusion, if that makes sense. I don't know. Empty protein drink. When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there. So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door opened? No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be in there when the rec room was unlocked. Oh, that's not the one. When the locked room was unlocked. In other words, when I broke the window. If I concentrate on that. Maybe it's not empty protein drink. Source of the powder? Empty? No, it's gotta be empty protein drink, right? Or maybe I have to scan when the rec room was unlocked. Okay. What is Kyoko saying? What's Kyoko saying? There's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there. Maybe I contradict what Byakuya said with this? Had to be there the whole time. That's not the one! Never mind! What Kyoko said doesn't make any sense to you either, right? My inferences are never wrong. I need to think about it one more time! No, Byakuya, what you're saying doesn't make sense, right? I think? I don't know. I don't know what they're saying anymore. Okay, maybe it is empty protein drink to what Byakuya is saying. I think. I don't know. Both of them are being blocked, but I think it's what Byakuya is saying. There we go. There we go. I just didn't get in time the first time. Break! You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right? Of course! It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it? Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can. What? And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room. Gah! I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it. If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass. So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate. And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab. Whoa! If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? Ah, there we go, we're getting to the conclusion! I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of that protein can. No, that's not why. The only explanation is, she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was. Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there? You're saying she drank it, knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is exactly what happened. Whoa! Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us. He's being nice. Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room. It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre. What do you think, Makoto? The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been Sakura! Sakura! So who's guilty in this case then? I think it was Sakura herself. Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way! On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons. You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that? No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Wow! This is concluding, whoa. Not the way I remembered. You're a liar. What are you saying? I don't know what she said just then. No, I missed. No. No, I'm not lying, Hina. I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. Whoa. Whoa. I hate you. No, Hina, don't say that. Don't say that, Hina. You're a liar. What are you saying? Whoa. Hina, I'm sorry. You're going down, man. Final strike. Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the powder? The powder? I think that's what she said. Or the poison? I think she said the poison, actually. It was cut off, so I didn't see. Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it? Oh yeah, her foot did. It did? It did. That same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab? Ah! Wait, so what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot? And it was only on her instep, right? Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura! Ah! Oh man. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking? But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all the section contained. No, it was me! The poison! Because I killed her! No, you didn't kill her! The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Yep, so like someone, this one is going to be kinda weird. It was Sakura. And she's dead. So what do we do? The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. What? The killer was Sakura? Wait, so you're saying it was... I don't believe it! I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly! I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room. Because, of course, Maokuma forced her into the locked room. Byakuya created the locked room in secret. Sakura wanted to create the locked room. It was Sakura! Because I accidentally said a few episodes prior that the only one that could close the door to the room was Sakura. And I was like, whoops, I think that's an important part of the case. And, whoopsie poopsie. The locked room mystery was created by Sakura. I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And that's why she died with a smile. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? Oh, you did to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway. That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body. And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. I have to go get them! I have to go get the others! On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. You said you were going to get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Oh no! Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footsteps make perfect sense. When you were done, you gathered everyone together, and once you were back in the rec room, I got everyone! Ogre! Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed? I see. While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Uh-oh. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know would have never left her side in a situation like that. So Sakura committed. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undetermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder, and the bottle of poison, vital pieces of evidence, and yet... So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura? No! No! I killed her! I did it! That's enough, Hina. It's over. It's not! Nothing's over! It is! Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly. What? What? Huh? Oh, I have to lay everything out. I was like, what? So, does that mean Hina lives or dies? I feel like, I don't know, because she didn't kill Sakura, but she did try to make it look like she killed Sakura. Okay, Sakura put the paper down. Yasuhiro read it. Toko, I guess Toko peeking out of her room. And then Toko went in and then hid in the locker. She went in the locker and then saw Sakura with Yasuhiro. His little picture right there is so cute. And Yasuhiro took the candy and then he hit Sakura in the head with the bottle. So, nope. That's not the one. That's not the one. Then he, where? Oh, this, the chess piece, broke out. No, that's not the one. That's the wrong chess piece. Okay, bottle? I don't know if that's correct. And then he was like, oh god, what do I do? And then he was like, I blame Toko. And then he's like, I'm getting out of here. And then Toko was like, what the heck is this? Oh my god, my name is on the magazine now. And then, what? And then, Is this the locker or is this Toko peeking out her room? I don't know. I don't know! How do I lay this out? Oh, wait. Wait. Okay. That. Horsey? Let me look over here. That could be the locker door, potentially. So maybe that is incorrect? I don't know. Maybe that's not incorrect. I don't know. This one is hard. And then, oh, she put it back upside down. That's where that one goes. I feel like I need more stuff. I'm just like, what is happening? Okay, I don't know what this one is right now, but, and Sakura woke up, and then Toku's like, oh my gosh, and then she faints, and then, Genocide Jack comes out, and then Sakura is like, oh my god, and then Genocide Jack hits, or Genocide Jill hits Sakura with the bottle, so then this one breaks, and then she goes out of there after getting rid of some of the pieces, and then Sakura is like, ow, I am bloody and bruised, this sucks, and then she goes, I have my poison now, and I'm gonna drink it. And then Kyoko and Makoto come in, they're like, what the hell? And then Sakura is dead, and then Hina, this is Hina, Hina's like, ooh, the bottle, I'm gonna take that. And then Hina takes the bottle, and then watches everyone, and then places this instead. But where is that piece of evidence I'm missing? Maybe this is Toko peeking out of the room, and maybe I'm supposed to put Byakuya with the note somewhere? Because, yeah, it's all them looking at the notes. Okay, so Byakuya should go there, and Toko is probably peeking out of the locker in this picture. So let's put her here, and let's see how much I got right. I don't know. Okay. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Yasuhiro, Toko, and Byakuya. Okay, that is correct. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. She probably wanted to apologize to them before everything happened. Ah, I love Sakura. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. Then she went in the locker. Okay. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. There comes Hiro. Next to arrive was Hiro. The only one who actually didn't come was Byakuya. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try and kill him, so he panicked. He did. Okay, that was right. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko! Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. Wow, this case is so dicey. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing, so as soon as the coast was clear, she peeked out and saw. She jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. Yep, upside down. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Uh-oh. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. Ooh! And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. We got so much right! This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece, and she tailed out of there! And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. Yeah, I'm bleeding everywhere! Oh my god, poor Sakura! So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? The poison! It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. There she goes. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. Man! And there, she took her final breath. Oh, so sad! Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed. And there's the poison. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. We got everything! I think we got everything! And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. And they did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was Hina! But why? That would have got her killed and us killed, right? Because she wasn't the killer? It was you, Hina. I don't know what happens in that case. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right? Oh. That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you? Do you respect me now? How did you manage to? How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern? Huh? Oh, well, I mean, you still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end. Oh my god, Kyoko got you good, Byakuya! She got you good. Now you look like a fool. Now you look like a done diddly fool. Ooh, A, B, B, B. A, B. There's only one B. Why did I say B so many times? Yay, we got an A! I can't believe I got all the reasoning for the end right, considering I never did this trial in the game. I only watched the anime years ago. Yay, more Mono coins! So what happens to Hina? Okay, I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet. Oh yeah, that's right. You seriously forgot? Ugh, I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. But who do we vote for? Sakura? Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice, or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? He looks so sad. He's so sad. Is he sad because there's no killer? It's Sakura? Sakura's guilty. So what do we do? Oh my god. So that means Hina lives. That's good. But now we have conflict between Hina and Byakuya and Toko and Hiro. Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. Okay, we're done here. So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand. Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us. That's what I'm saying. And yet why did you do that? She probably wants to be with Sakura really bad, maybe. Yeah, we almost died there. Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died. It's 'cause all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why I couldn't let her be the only one that died. You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. For serious? That's... You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Okay, well, I think with that, I'm gonna end this episode here. This one is a really long one by the looks of it, so I hope you enjoyed. If you want to, you can like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want, and I'll see you in the next episode of Danganronpa tomorrow, where Hina's gonna explain things. Bye-bye!